For those of you that haven't joined my sessions before, my name is Bianca and I'll be guiding you through a 45-minute Vinyasa flow. So we're going to start in a nice comfortable seat, either seated on your shins or cross-legged on the sitting bones, whatever is most comfortable for you. And then just closing the eyes, sitting up nice and tall, resting the hands on top of the lap. You can allow the palms to face upwards towards the ceiling. Drawing the shoulders away from the ears, stacking the spine on top of the pelvis. Head resting in the middle of the spine. Taking an easy inhale and exhale out, bringing yourself to center, finding a moment of grounding. We inhale together, sealing off the lips, and we exhale out. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. And taking a moment now to set an intention for your practice. If you're called to do so, there's no pressure in setting an intention, you don't have to. If you'd like maybe some guidance towards an intention, today's practice is themed around the idea of the sun and the moon, and the energies or the symbols they both hold. The yin and the yang, the masculine, the feminine. These two polar opposites and how they complement each other. The moon representing something a bit more internal, a bit more reserved. And the sun representing energy, an external energy. So that of giving and receiving. And then when you're ready, you can gently bring the hands on top of the heart space center. Breathing here. Take an inhale. And exhale out. Beautiful. Inhale all the way up, arms to rise. Next to the ears, clasping the hands, flipping the palms up to face the ceiling. And then as you exhale, side bend over towards the right. Breathing into the left ribs, the left side body. Beautiful. Gently coming up back to center. Inhale, exhale, other side. Inhale back to center once more. Exhale. Inhale center, exhale left. Inhale, we come center. We exhale right, and then we inhale, taking it forward. Rounding the spine, shoulders away from the ears, and then over towards the left. As you inhale, coming back center, exhale left. Inhale, rounding the spine forward. Exhale towards the right. Inhale, back center. Spreading the arms now, spreading the fingers, taking the hands behind the body, clasping the hands, and then roll the shoulders together. So shining the chest up towards the ceiling. Inhale here. As you exhale, fold forward, forehead down towards the mat. Try and think of bringing the hands up and overhead. Beautiful. Releasing the hands, coming into a child's pose. So your big toes to touch, knees out wide. Fold and forward, and reaching the hands all the way forward. Resting forehead onto the mat, sinking the pelvis down towards the heels. Coming up onto fingertips, inhale, gazing up slightly, lifting the chest. And then as you exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left. Taking left hand up towards the ceiling and then wrapping it around the lower back. Maybe seeing if fingertips can graze the right crease of the hip. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Lifting up slightly and then exhale, other side, left arm. Right arm rises, takes that half bind across the back. Beautiful, coming all the way back to center. From here, rocking forward, finding the tabletop position. We're just going to move the backs in any way you would like. You can move through a cat-cow. Maybe you just want to move the hips from left to right. Just warming up into the spine, to all range of motion, warming up into the hips slightly. Maybe you want to take a few barrel rolls, including the neck and the head. Beautiful. We'll all come back to center. Inhale. Let's take one round of cat-cow together. Lifting the chest and the sitting bones. Exhale, round the spine. Coming back to center, tucking the toes here. As you inhale, hovering the knees off for a breath in. And a breath out. A breath in. And a breath out. One more in. As you exhale, downward facing dog, lifting the sitting bones up towards the ceiling. You can bend the one knee, bend the other. Just moving into the hips, moving into the back of the legs. Still warming up the body, so keep it nice and gentle. Finding a moment of stillness in your down dog. Keep the knees bent if you need to in order to flatten out the lower back. We take a deep breath in and we breathe out. As you inhale, start to walk the feet towards the hands, the top of your mat. Find a ragdoll position, so feet hip width distance apart. Holding onto opposite elbows and hanging the head nice and heavy. Think of relaxing the back of the neck, so shake the head out, nod it. Beautiful. We're going to take a peace finger grip around the big toes, so forefinger and middle finger wrap around the big toes. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the knees as much as you can. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Two more like that. Inhale, straighten. Flatten out the back, exhale. One more inhale, straighten. And exhale. Beautiful. Releasing the big toes, heel toe the feet together, big toes to touch, heels together. Inhale, traditional halfway lift, fingertips to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Roll up the spine, inhale, high mountain. Reaching the hands up, gazing up towards the fingertips. Slight back bend as you exhale, fold forward. Planting the hands, stepping back with your right foot. Find a low lunge. So we're moving into some sun salutations. Drop the knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, Anjanasana to rise. As you exhale, fingertips float down. Tucking the back toes, straighten the knee. Stepping all the way back. Find a downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward this time. Dropping the back knee, untuck the toes, Vinyasa to rise. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Beautiful. Back to your low lunge. Stepping right foot back, find a plank pose. Inhale here as you exhale using the knees. Chest, chin, Ashtangasana for your first round. Lower the body all the way down. Inhale, lift the chest, low cobra. Exhale, child's pose, pushing back. Take a breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Coming back to your tabletop position. Back to your downward facing dog. Gazing forward, stepping forward, find your forward fold. Big toes to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way up, high mountain. Exhale, dive and fold. Stepping back with the left foot this time for your low lunge. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes. Vinyasa to rise. Think of sinking the pelvis down. Beautiful. Hands floating down. Tucking toes, low lunge, stepping all the way back. Find your downward facing dog. Left foot comes forward. As you inhale, exhale, lower the knee. Inhale, Vinyasa. And coming back down. Find that sense of flow. So almost like a movement meditation, stepping back, plank pose, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga either on or off the knees. So hugging elbows into waist. Inhale, reaching the chest up, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a moment, inhale. And exhale out. Inhale. Exhale out. Inhale, step up or jump forward, fold, top of the mat. Halfway lift, fingertips to shins. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way up, so you know where you're going. We're doing 3 rounds more of our sun salutation, so that was completing 1 round. Find the flow with your breath. Right foot steps back. Lowering Vinyasa. And coming down. Think of this continuation of movement. So as you reach the end of your first posture, it flows into the second one. Down dog. Right foot forward. Vinyasa. And lowering down. Plank pose. Inhale, exhale, either on or off the knees, chaturanga of your choice. And as always, you're also welcome to skip out the chaturanga entirely and meet us into a downward facing dog. Beautiful. We breathe in and we breathe out. Step up or jump, forward fold. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Stepping back, right foot. Lower the knee. Vinyasa. Exhale, forward. Stepping all the way back, down dog. Right foot comes forward this time. Vinyasa. Down dog. Or sorry, no, plank. Chaturanga of your choice. And I really encourage you to find your flow here. So if that means moving slowly, moving slightly faster, pace it as you would like. Breathe, inhale and exhale. Beautiful. We're going to do the next 2 rounds, like I said, with our own pace. So you know how the sun salutation goes now. And in your own time, you can move through it. Moving with your breath. Think of the symbolism of the sun of this energy. Creating that heat in the body. Try and flow from right to left. Don't feel pressured to move with my pace either. Go at your own pace. Beautiful. We should be doing our last round now. We're moving into our last round. So maybe seeing if you can now find the extremities of the postures. Going a little bit deeper as the body is warmed up. One more side, sticking with it. And once you have completed your last round, just come into your down facing dog, lower the knees, find a child's pose just for a moment. Breathing, inhale, exhale out. Completing our 4 rounds of sun salutations. Feel heat in the body, feel the energy. Finding a moment of groundedness here in your child's pose. Beautiful. When you're ready, coming back to a tabletop position. Tucking the toes once again, downward facing dog. Looking forward, stepping forward, forward fold. Inhale, roll the spine up, finding a high mountain. Moving into our moon salutation, so clasping the hand, releasing the index finger, inhale here, exhale half moons, bend over towards the right. Coming back to center, inhale, stepping out nice and wide, so you might want to reorientate yourself. And then exhale, horse pose, sinking nice and low, allowing the knees to come out wide. And thinking of sending the knees into the middle of the foot. Beautiful. Inhale back to star. As you exhale, bump the hips over towards the left into your Trikonasana triangle pose. Breathe, inhale. As you exhale, find a pyramid pose. So squaring off the hips now, folding over the right leg. Stepping back foot all the way back, find a low lunge. Lowering the back knee, Anjanasana once again, lifting up. Floating the hands down, tucking the back toes, straighten the knee. Skandasana, so flipping the hips to face the front once again. Sinking the hips nice and low. And trying to get the right knee, the right heel rather, onto the floor. Think of sending that right knee out. Beautiful. We move through goddess squat and we go up to the other side, Skandasana. So we're moving nice and slow just to familiarize ourselves with the moon salutations. Beautiful. Coming back to Anjanasana, flipping your way over towards the left. Breathe in. Exhale, fold forward. Tucking the back toes, straighten the knee. Pyramid pose, stepping backward and slightly. Think of folding over the left leg this time. Left hand comes to the inside of the left foot, flipping the back hip. Trikonasana triangle pose, lifting right arm up. Beautiful. As you inhale, lifting all the way up, find your star. Once again, flipping both toes out to the side. Exhale, horse, bend the knees. Back to center, inhale. Big toes to touch, stepping towards the center of the mat. Exhale over towards the left, half moon, completing this circle flow. Coming back to center, inhale. And exhale, find your high mountain or your mountain pose. Just samastitihi. We go on to the other side, inhale, arms to rise. Half moon, bend over to the left. Back to center, inhale. Exhale, stepping out, find your horse, bend the knees. So that was one round of our moon salutation. Again, we have 3 more to go. Inhale. Exhale, bump the hips over towards the right now, Trikonasana. When you are ready, finding your pyramid pose, flip the hips. Holding here for a moment. As you inhale, stepping the back foot a little bit further back, find your Anjanasana, low crescent lunge. Floating hands all the way down, low lunge, moving into your Skandasana when you are ready. And again, the same thing we did with the sun salutations, move with your own pace, move with your body. We go through the goddess squat and we find Skandasana on the other side. Slowly coming to your low crescent lunge. Inhales, arms to rise. Floating hands down, find your pyramid. Trikonasana triangle pose. Open left arm up towards the ceiling. Slowly coming all the way up, lifting the body, star. Exhale, horse, bend the knees. Stepping all the way in towards the center, big toes to touch. Inhale, exhale, half moon towards the right. Completing your circle. Back to center, inhale, beautiful. We go straight onto the other side. Exhale, back over towards the right. Coming into center, stepping out, horse. So this should feel a bit more familiar in the mind and in the body. Try and find that flow, that continuation of the movement. Trusting the body and trusting you know where you're going next. And in these next 2 rounds, I encourage you to find your own flow. Moving as slow or as fast as you would like through the movements. going as deep as you want in the movements, knowing that your body is nice and warm now. And moving with your breath through all the postures. Beautiful. Should be going on to your last round. So starting with your half moon on the left. Beautiful. Once you have completed your last round, we're just going to find a forward fold. Taking the feet back to hip width distance apart, ragdoll position. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Maybe swaying from left to right. Embracing the moon energy. And bending the knees completely, finding the pelvis towards the heels. You can bring the heels together. I'm just going to take a little toe stand here. So try and stack the spine on top of the pelvis, on top of the heels, and maybe raising the fingertips off of the floor. If you find some stability here, maybe you want to bring the hands to an Anjali Mudra. If you really want to challenge yourself, you're welcome to close your eyes. Just treating this as a time to play, not taking it too seriously. And once you are ready, you can bring the fingertips down, knees to join. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist. Getting all my postures a little bit mixed up today. Twist over towards the right, gazing over the back shoulder. Coming back to center, inhale. Exhale, twist to the other side. Beautiful, coming back to center, releasing the feet. Maybe if you want to just tap them on the floor, waking them up again. And then coming to sit onto the sitting bones, taking the legs out from underneath you. Right knee bends and place the right leg over the left foot or left leg. Inhale, bringing left arm up next to the ear. Exhale, twist. Hooking that elbow to the outside of the knee. Again, gazing over the back shoulder. Think of sitting up nice and tall, so we don't want to bend and round the lower spine. Beautiful. From here, coming back to center. Peace finger grip once again over the right big toe. And then inhale, you can straighten the leg out towards the front if you can. And then fold forward, let go. Let the legs go, folding over the legs. Feeling the difference between the right side and the left side. Letting go of the back of the neck, relaxing the head completely. And when you're ready, slowly coming up, inhale, bend left leg, crossing it over, into your twist, right arm rises. As you exhale, twist over. Hook that elbow and think of tractioning your spine deeper into the twist. Beautiful. We come back to center. Left fingers, left big toe. Inhale, straighten that leg. And exhale, fold forward. Relaxing forward completely. And then from here we're going to start to roll the spine down all the way. So if you want to shuffle yourself a little bit more forward, you can do so. Bending the legs, placing the feet onto the floor, hip width distance apart. We're going to take 3 nice and slow bridge poses. So taking the arms and the fingertips up towards the ceiling. As you inhale, start to squeeze the buttocks together, lifting the pelvis and the tailbone off the floor, pushing into the feet, moving through each vertebra of the spine. And when you come to the top of the posture, taking an inhale and an exhale. Inhale and exhale, coming all the way back down. 2 more just like that. Inhale, rolling up. We hold at the top for 1 round of breath. Inhale and exhale, coming back down. One more inhale, roll up, holding, breathing, and as you exhale, roll all the way back down. Legs to join the arms, so easy legs up the wall posture. And then we take a happy baby from here, so taking hold of the outer blades of the legs. Think of guiding the knees in towards the armpits. And maybe if you want to, rock from side to side. And I want you to notice if the tailbone or the sitting bones have lifted off of the mat and the lower back is rounded. Can you send the sitting bones down to the floor, flattening the lower back onto the floor? If you would like to straighten the one leg, straddle the legs, do what you want to do here, play around, this is your practice. Stunning. Then we'll all come back together, still holding onto the feet, soles of the feet together now, knees out nice and wide. And as you squeeze the knees out towards the side, lift the lower back, or the upper back rather. My body parts are getting very confused today. So think of hanging off the legs or off the feet here. Take one more inhale, and as you exhale, lower the body. Release the legs back to your easy legs up the wall posture. I'm going to take a plow pose, so if you want to come even more forward with the pelvis, you can do so. For those of you that don't want to move into plow, you're welcome to stay in your easy legs up the wall posture. And if you do have plow in your practice, you're welcome to move with me. So inhaling here, and as you exhale, swinging the legs up and overhead. Support the lower back with the hands. And once you are in this posture, not looking right or left, just fixing your gaze in between the knees, just to keep the integrity of the neck. And if your feet are floating off of the floor like mine are today, that's absolutely fine. The body shows up differently every day, so honor that. If shoulder stand is in your practice and you want to go there, you can do so too. This is just optional. Play around with any and all variations. I really try and encourage everyone to be curious within their own practice. So do what feels good for you. Or our shoulder standers, coming back to plow. And then when you're ready, gently with your exhale, using the hands, roll the spine down. Hugging knees into the chest, lifting the head. So creating the tiniest little ball you possibly can. Inhale here. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then exhale. Allow the feet to come down. So we have two options for our final relaxation today. Option one is your Shavasana, as we always take. And then option two would be reclined butterfly, soles of the feet together, knees out nice and wide, Supta Baddha Konasana. You're also welcome to start in Supta Baddha Konasana and move into your Shavasana when you want to or feel ready to. So wherever you are, taking any last movements, any last adjustments you feel you need to be comfortable. If you are having some sensation or discomfort in your lower back, then I encourage you to maybe place a pillow underneath your lower back, or maybe even underneath your knees to relieve the lower back. So wherever you are, close the eyes. Settling into stillness now. Allow the shoulders to draw away from the ears. Taking up as much space as you would like. Feeling that buzz of energy we've created in the last 40 minutes. Both the energy of the sun and of the moon. The internal receiving that the moon represents, and the external giving that the sun represents. And allowing both those energies to exist at the same time within us. Knowing that as we are all three-dimensional beings, this polarity of energy and of ideas can exist simultaneously. And then to close our practice off, I'd like you to think of one thing that exists within you internally and you would like to give out to the world externally. Your personal energy that you can spread and share with others. And then also thinking of one thing that you would like to receive from others, receive from the world, that you can take from your external and bring it into your internal. And then with all that in mind, we'll take an inhale together, bringing ourselves back to our bodies and back to our breaths. Taking in all that energy and then exhale. When and if you are ready, you can start to wake the body up. It's absolutely no rush. Take all the time you need. If you have a few extra moments and you would like to stay in your final relaxation, please do so. And when waking up the body, moving slowly, moving gently, moving mindfully. You can take a posture lying on your side, supporting your head with your bottom arm, keeping the eyes closed. And when you are ready, you can gently press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Doesn't matter where you're orientated on your mat. So we started with our palms facing up. So now I'd like you to face the palms down, resting them either on the knees or in the lap. Receiving all that energy and grounding it internally. And then gently bring the hands towards your sternum, Anjali Mudra. When you are ready, you can bow the forehead to fingertips, sealing off your practice, thanking yourself, thanking your body and your breath. From me to all of you, thank you so much for joining me today, wherever you are in the world, from all corners of the earth. It's always an honor and a privilege to share my practice with all of you.